Welcome to the podcast, everyone. Today we're here with only 4 of us because Dan can't make it and Jeremy's special guest.
And producer Jeremy's sitting in the producer's booth.
Yep. Watching.
Hi, Jeremy.
Hi, Jeremy.
I don't
Looks
think
into
he's gonna...
camera.
Yeah.
Invisible camera.
So
Crikey.
so what have you been? What have you all been up to today?
Whole lot of nothing apart from
A whole lot of
pure
nothing.
camp.
I
I mean, pretty chill. You know, work.
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 Yeah, I had work as well.
Work.
I was at the Court Theatre today.
Oh, how posh!
Oh, we have a fancy man.
Oh, he's fancy.
It was all about sound design and stuff.
Oh, there you go.
So did you have to kiss someone, Adam? Was it really, really hard for you? Or was it something else that
Do you
was
mean?
really
Do you
hard?
mean like
Crikey,
making?
Toby, this is a family program.
Do you
Yeah.
mean
Sorry, they
making
can't
sound
understand me.
effects? Like
No,
making...
doing like sounding. No.
doing sounding. Wow, I didn't think they taught that. Yeah, the courts.
Oh, they must
Must
be
have
opening
been
all these new doors.
Must have been a,
Bro.
must be a
Not
very
anything that would come out
special.
wrong.
Way. Sure you didn't. Sure
Sounding.
you
Oh
didn't.
no.
Oh
So,
my goodness.
and like there goes the audience members who don't know what it means, which I'm pretty sure all of them do. All 5 of them probably do know what it means.
YouTube it,
Yeah.
and you'll get
Urban Dictionary.
yeah.
So Fox has decided that Venom is not going to be an R-rated movie because they might want to use it as a crossover into the main MCU.
Yeah. See,
Stuff,
the
so-
problem I have with that is like they're trying to make money off the MCU now. The problem I mainly have is one day good old Kevin, is going to be like, nah, bro, don't want any of that.
Kevin who?
Kevin Feige.
Who's that?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Imagine you're talking to our audience who have no idea what you're talking about.
Well,
or
they
even
do
just
know.
other people
They
in
do
the
know what. Yeah, they know what we're talking about. He's like literally
Oh, there
the
you go.
producer of all the movies.
like
Um,
every
There you go.
Is he?
Executive,
So, like,
executive
even the
of
Meg,
all the
which just came
MCU
out.
ones. The Meg, I saw that last night. I loved it.
Oh, there you go.
It's so good.
Top tips with
Absolutely
Louis.
worth it.
How was
Yeah.
Batwoman?
What?
What?
Oh,
It's
you're
not
talking
that
about? Oh, it's got
Correct.
Ruby Rose in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's not
Yeah.
a very good actor.
Wait.
Crikey,
So
are we
that's-
allowed opinions on this show? I don't think we're
Absolutely.
allowed.
Road.
We are fully allowed them because opinions are free.
Oh, there you go.
It's like
Cure.
free like,
You.
Does that mean that facts cost? If opinions are free,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
have to pay to have an opinion.
Well,
But,
facts do cost because if you state a fact, then
Well,
I mean,
there you
people
go.
might
There's
hate
your
you
issue
if
now.
there's a fact, a fact.
A matter of fact.
Isn't a fact a small creature that crawls across the ocean floor, sucking up small creatures' farts and eating them?
Isn't that like a sea cucumber?
No, that's what a fact is.
Are you sure?
I'm really tempted to Google
I
that.
feel like you don't know what a fact is, Louis.
No, man. It's something I heard
Can we-
someone say
can we
once.
Urban
They were
Dictionary what a
like,
fact is?
no. I heard someone say that to me once. They were like, "Do you know what a fact is?" And I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "A fact is a small creature that swims across the ocean floor, sucking up fish's farts and turning them into some kind of."
They
water
totally
or
just
something."
had you on. You totally got Louis.
No,
Yeah,
I didn't get got. I thought it was
I'm
funny.
sure of it.
He
I
got
thought it was
You
funny.
bamboozled.
got totally
So I
bamboozled.
repeated it. Look, okay, enough of this.
repeated
Anyway,
it.
the Venom movie I feel deserves to be.
I have high hopes. I mean,
16 at
the
least,
trailer
I mean.
that had come out looks fantastic, but we're not going to get to see any of the blood and gore, which it, points towards. Like all the trailer shows.
Well, you
say
don't.
there's
I
gonna
don't
be
know
some
if
great
it's going to be
blood and gore.
M. They can
But we're never
still
gonna see
show
it.
that stuff. Like the Meg was M, but they showed like an arm that had been cut off and stuff.
Oh,
like that.
beautiful.
And like people.
But they don't show it being cut off.
No, but there's a huge, like...
They showed the aftermath, though, and that's
There's
the
a
important
dude that
part.
swims to
Granted,
the
we do like
side
seeing
and gets, like, chomped on, and you see his arm, like, sticking out of its mouth.
Oh, there you go.
So, I don't think, you know...
But, I mean, we're not going to be getting Wolverine or Deadpool stuff going on, which
Oh,
at this
not yet. I think they're
Not
waiting because I feel like Avengers 4 is meant to be, like, the
final for
it's
the
meant to
Avengers.
screw with the timeline again. And then...
Not more screwing with the timeline. Not more days of
alternate
future
realities and such.
past.
And
Then
also,
bring in the new
haven't had
42.
any time screwing with the MCU.
It's going to be a DC crossover now.
see,
you
I
know?
did actually hear something. I did
It's just gonna
actually
be a
hear
DC
something.
crossover.
Is that
What
Red
Thanos
Skull...
could have done with the snap.
No, Red Skull is now apparently free to leave Vormir because of the fact
because
that
he's no longer
there's
protecting
no
the Soul
there's
Stone.
no stone to protect anymore, so he can just leave
Boom.
and seek out Infinity Stones. So that'll be interesting. I kind of hope they bring him as a villain.
Oh, that would be pretty interesting.
Yeah, that could be pretty trippy.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah.
Crikey.
Oh, yeah, and an update on the whole James Gunn situation.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, what's the news on that?
Marvel Studios is really like apparently, you know, they're having back discussions with Disney about getting him back for Guardians 3, but only Guardians 3 or something like that. They feel like because the cast is really dropping
cast
some
is trying to
bad
boycott
threats now. They're like,
the cast are
Dave
boycotting
Bautista said if they don't use his script,
He's
he's
gone.
done. And
Yeah.
they can't afford to lose that because imagine that, eh? Like, you build up a whole franchise for 10 years and it falls apart because of one man being fired.
It's pretty impressive, though.
It is impressive, yeah. It's so fragile, yet, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
Daniel couldn't be here tonight, obviously. He's doing something.
That's right, you know.
I don't know what he's up to.
She'll be right and half left. Doesn't matter.
What did you say, Adam?
He's busy with people, so unfortunately we've got people
He's
over.
dogging the boys.
Crikey dingoes. But that's all right. We have the A team here.
Yeah,
we
we got
do.
the
The best members.
Just cut that audio because we don't want them to hear that.
Nah, I won't.
Isn't that right, producer Jeremy?
They need
Yeah,
to be
he's nodding at me,
put in
Jeremy.
He's nodding at me from the booth.
Oh,
you know.
no
Yeah.
rude jest. No rude jest.
Because we're all in the same room, not chatting through
Exactly,
it.
we're all in the same room.
Hey, actually,
Yeah.
look at me quickly.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
That's a
Crikey.
bit rude, Adam. You can't be doing that.
Put that away. No one wants to see that.
Yeah.
Cards.
Yeah, I know. That's, mate, it's just a handful of Badoofs. No one likes you, Badoof.
Hey, there is a foil
Andrew,
one.
I'll have you know, I caught Bidoof in a Masterable once.
Crikey.
Best decision
Hey,
of my
mate,
life.
not as bad as me. I once caught a level 3 Pidgey in the Master Ball,
Oh, brilliant.
and I saved way classics.
Oh, I still have the
Oh,
Bidoof in the
fantastic.
Masterball.
Oh, another thing. Actually, I kind of
In
got quite
other
excited
news.
about it. Yeah, in other news, Rockstar just put out the gameplay for
Red
Dead 2.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Which actually looks really good, I gotta be honest. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it is kind of just GTA, but with horses.
True.
But at the same time, like, I hope, there's something I hope for it is that, like, you know how they're robbing a train in it? I hope that's, like, a thing you can just do. Like, you can just
Yeah, so it's
go
not
and
like just part of a
decide
mission. It's actually something that normally happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously, we're definitely hoping for Red Dead Battle Royale. Looks at camera, shakes head no.
Yeah, totally on that Battle
Yeah.
Royale. Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh no. Yeah. Basically, yeah. So I think it looks really good. Like, because I'd never really got into the first one. However,
neither.
it'll probably take them 200 years to port to PC. So
true.
maybe we should just give up on that dream.
Yeah, we'll give up. We'll stop talking about it for sort of the next 3 years, and then it'll come out on
And then
PC
they'll
at the
be
same
like,
cost it was when
new
it came out.
20K graphics version that you can't run on your PC because you don't own the $1,000 monitor.
The new full drive system.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
No.
That's about right.
No, I like keeping my brain inside my body, thank you.
Bob.
But it's
Oh,
fun
well.
keeping it external.
Although, full drive system, I'd be into that.
Mm,
Be into that full drive.
Oh, absolutely. Brilliant.
It's like VR without the extra steps.
Yep.
Yeah, the
It's like slavery.
I can't wait for full drive. You know what? It's going to be fantastic. You can
Link
behind,
start!
you can leave behind the limitations of your physical crappy body and transcend into a god.
Crikey,
Of the
Toby,
video
you
game.
sound a bit,
Majestic.
is
just
this?
a bit maniacal
that
there.
one Johnny Depp movie
Who?
that I didn't really like that
Like
much.
all of them. Oh,
No,
that
what
that
was it
Transcendence. That was actually an interesting movie. The
You
concept
said
was,
all of them.
Yeah.
I don't dislike all of them. I'm gonna be honest. I'm really
Transcendence
excited
was
for the
interesting.
Fantastic Beasts movie, the new one.
yes.
And
Fantastic Beasts 2.
I still agree
Pretty good.
fully with them that he was the right decision for that character.
He was
I
good.
know
Good.
he's been pinged for some things,
Yeah.
which is bad, obviously. However, I did read the most meta thing ever
What's
on
that?
news a week ago, where he's like he accused his wife of punching him twice in the face. But up until now, it's been her accusing him of assaulting her. So it's like
That's
a back
brilliant.
and forth, I want a lawsuit game.
That's genius.
They should do this thing called Get a Divorce.
They have
Crikey,
got one.
Toby.
They've been divorced for a while. It's just they
Oh, I'm not.
They
I'm
like
not
beating
opposed
each
to
other
that.
up,
they're into that. No more detail.
Is that why
Just
they're
all
still
part of
hitting
the-
each other?
All part of the system.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Crikey. So,
So,
I don't know. I just felt like saying so.
are you wanting to?
So-
Are you wanting to? Have we
are we
got anything else to
tangenting?
discuss, or are we going for the question?
I think
Well, I'm excited for the question. Everyone's thought about it?
definitely.
Yeah, I've given
Oh,
about
yeah,
10 minutes of
definitely.
thought to it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, what's the question? For our audience.
Yeah.
For our
Okay,
audience,
so
obviously.
I'll read
Yeah.
the question out because in the
Yeah.
end,
Let
I
the
just
audience
had
know
to
what
pick
our
from a
question
sort of thing. If you had to get information from somebody, no matter what, e.g. a spy, how would you do it?
So I was a bit confused.
Obviously,
But, okay, so
obviously
explain-
family friendly. We'll keep it that way.
wait, so I just need to know because I got a bit confused. So we're pretty much what we're trying to do is what? Are we trying to figure
It's
out?
like it's
No,
like
we're trying to get information
It's
out of
just
them.
like
We're trying
you
to get
know,
information.
like
Oh.
the
So-
spy goes in and they've got to get
Yeah.
info from the bad guy. And how do
Exactly.
they do it?
Oh,
You know?
so you're trying to get
So-
information
Yeah.
somehow. You're trying to get information somehow, and
Yeah, yeah.
how'd you do that?
So-
Okay.
I'll start off being at the top of the list as you.
Yeah.
My way to get information would be to annoy them to death.
Yeah,
But
I kind of
it's a
figured
very-
that.
It's a very particular way of doing it, though.
Uh,
I would make a horrible parody video of the Spice Girls wannabe, and instead of tell me what you want, it's tell me what I want, what I really, really want, and I would have that being, they would be like strapped down to a board, being waterboarded, obviously, at the same time, with a set of waterproof headphones, that have this blasting in their ears.
Oh.
It'll be interesting to see how. I mean, the waterboarding's really just an added bonus in there. You know, it's just there for the lulz. This is the real torture.
Oh no!
You know, it's
So,
just someone
so
going,
yours.
tell me what you want, what I really,
Wow.
really want. Tell me what I want.
All right.
I want
So
it, I want
like
Exactly.
how
I
would
really
that-
want to know the information. You keep it from me. It doesn't really work because there's too many syllables. But that's what makes it a horrible parody, and would make them hated even more.
So you're gonna drive them insane.
I'm going to drive them so insane that they've probably can no longer even recall the information that I'm trying to get out of them. So it's probably like counterproductive, you know,
Yeah,
like driving them
probably, I
that
can
nuts
imagine.
that I can't even get the information that I want out of them.
All right.
So yeah,
All right.
Yeah,
That's okay.
yeah.
Right. Wow. Okay.
So
All right, are we moving to me
Yep.
now?
it's pretty, simple.
All right.
We go on.
What about you, old Lee? Number 2.
All right. So first, I would find the exact right time to bump into them at Sea Lord Fishing Shop. No product placement. And then,
What is this Sea Lord Fishing Shop?
Yeah, I have no idea, eh? I would
there you
go and I would go up and I'd buy a full-size fish. I'd take it home. I'd eat it. And then, there you go. See, like, I've met them already at the fish place, but I've just left and gone off.
You're setting the scene.
And
landing
then,
them.
and then, later, I'll just slowly build up over time, bumping into them over and over again, repeatedly. Sometimes in the same day, until one day they're like, I swear I've seen you before. And then that second that they say that, I go full insane and kidnap them. And then I get the information out of them.
What are you going to do? Like, take them out from a drink and roofie them or something?
No, I'll just like, as soon as they walk up to me in the
jump
park.
them then and there. It's like, I've seen you before. Ha ha, get in the bag.
Yeah, that's it. It's just, I've seen you before, and then you just look at them like directly in the eyes and just jump them. And
Crikey.
then, you know
Sock
what?
them right in the nose.
Then you turn to them and you say, I'm going to kill every one of your plants that are in your house.
And then you start naming the species of plant, right?
Yeah, I start specifically naming the species of plant and how they're different from each other.
And how often they water them.
Yeah,
And
yeah. And then it'll be like, see, I was watching you, not through your webcam, but through your window.
Your window.
Yeah, there you go.
I was your next door neighbor for
no.
12 years.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Turns out you were just living in their house.
Noticed.
Turns out you were their
I brought you
flatmate.
a housewarming present.
You were their flatmate that they never noticed, and they're like, I've seen you before.
Like,
All of a sudden, one day, how do I know you? I've
Well,
lived with you. All right. Oh, no.
Right.
Toby.
So
Okay,
you still
so-
haven't explained how you're getting the information out.
How am
You've
I
now
getting it?
kidnapped
Yeah.
the person.
Fine. Oh, all right.
kidnap
So,
them.
and then, I'll walk out of the room and act like I've left, and then I'll come back in and I'll chuck a brick at them. And I'll be like, surprise! They'll be like, "Ah!" Yeah.
Quick attack!
Yeah, brick attack. And then they'll
he's
pass
like,
out,
fingers
and then
like
they'll
this,
wake
like,
up,
yeah.
and here we go. They'll wake up, and I'll be like, we're here to save you. And then, like, pick them up, take them along, and then eventually, I'm hoping, as we're driving along, they'll be like, so they wanted to get this information out of me. And this information, if not, then I can just punch them in the face until they tell me.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's a bit
Back
of
to
a
the
hard way of
classics,
doing
eh?
it. Yeah, back to the classics, you know. I'm both good cop and bad cop.
Ah, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Good cop
And then, yeah, and to get their forgiveness, I'll gift them the fish from the fish shop.
Oh, beautiful.
I thought you
beautiful.
ate that.
Willoughby digested.
I'm
Louis.
sorry for beating you until you gave me information. Here's a fish. Bye.
Here, have a fish.
Yeah.
Crikey.
All right, Toby.
Okay, so mine is called the Happy Room, and this is a room that it's not really it's supposed in a way torture, but it's nothing physical at all. It's really calm and relaxing, which is why it's called the Happy Room. So suspect is simply placed inside a room that's slightly yellow on every wall. It only has one door in front of them. They're basically strapped to a table, like standing up, and basically there's this loud music playing in the background, and it's only Happy from Pharrell Williams' Happy. Because
Yes.
Copy strike.
Copyright.
and it
Copyright.
plays. For
Yeah, we're going to
days.
get copyright ping now, Toby. Thanks, man.
No, it's not the actual song. It's a remix.
No,
See,
it's not.
was
Parody.
it's fine.
Parody.
Yeah, it's all good. Anyway, that plays for basically it goes on for days and days, and until they give the information, it just keeps getting slightly and slightly louder each day. And then if they're still keeping it in there, then other things like start happening. So after 48 hours, the lights shut off at night, so they're in complete blackness, but the music's still playing. And when day comes back on, the lights come back on. But each day, the time the lights stay off also increases an hour each day to make it seem like it's going on longer and longer.
Or evil, Toby.
And whenever people come in to visit them, they can't see their face. They've got to have like this happy face, like hidden behind a happy face mask.
So like we happy few kind of thing.
Yes, but it's like just a generic happy smiley face.
Crikey.
And
How about instead of a happy face, you just have
An anonymous.
No, of the guy who wrote the song. Have that.
Oh, even
And
worse.
Wearing the cap, the fedora that he wore in the music video. Same shit.
oh, maybe
Walking, dancing.
maybe
dancing,
every time
yeah.
when you hear the music starting to get louder, the person's about to come in, and then you see all these dancers start coming in, and going, "Oh no, Megan, stop!"
Okay.
So basically,
Oh.
they would be so happy that they want to give up the information because
Alright.
their brain can't take so much happiness anymore. They feel like they're about to
They're
fall
too
apart.
Oh no.
So
See, I thought you were gonna be going for like, because I had while Toby was doing that, I had another wee thought. Is
yeah?
that you could kidnap him, you could stick him in a room, and
I
at
thought that already
first it's
happened.
like at first it's like every 2 hours you walk in with a stick and you poke them, and then here's where it gets worse: is you just keep doing it more and more as time goes on until eventually they're like, ha, he's poking me with a stick, he'll never get the information, and then eventually it's like every second you're like just poking them. Yeah,
So
and then
you've just
they're
got, like,
like, stop!
like a window wiper motor, and it's
Yeah.
just poke,
Boom, boom, boom,
poke,
boom.
poke,
Yeah,
and you're just
yeah.
gradually turning up the speed, and then it's just like poke, 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 poke.
Yeah, and
So
then it becomes
eventually it's
and
just
then it
going so
becomes
fast.
like
It's basically not just.
then it becomes
never
like a
letting up
jigsaw,
space.
but instead of a blade, it's a stick, and you just turn it on. It's like like on there. Yeah, that would be amazing. All right,
And then once it's
Yeah,
going
wet
so
with-
fast that it's staying on his face,
Yeah.
it like just pushes deeper and deeper every
Oh,
time.
no.
Just like
Oh.
slowly.
Slowly
that's
sharpen
so
the end.
brutal. No,
So that-
No sharpen. Just leave
No,
it with the
but
blunt
then
implement.
just leave it completely blunt when it's
Oh,
starting
no.
to bleed. So it
So-
starts poking at the scab.
yeah.
Oh,
So
dude.
Toby,
Oh.
yours was pretty good. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
It's like driving
Yeah.
them insane.
but it just gets worse and worse over
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Especially, no one could handle 7 days of full-on debt stolen non-stop. I don't think it's physically possible.
That's mad, boy.
I mean, yeah.
You're
Especially
cray.
when you can do nothing else as well.
Clap along if you feel like that's what you want
No,
to
you
do.
can't.
Anyways,
Mhm.
Stop.
you could.
No, people
Anyway,
have
I
come to
think-
Star Wars theme and been pulled up for it.
Yeah, I think it's time for Adam to go. So, Adam, how would you get
Oh,
into
yes.
somebody?
Oh yes, as long as I thought about it, I didn't. I actually
You
had
never
no.
thought about
I
it.
As
read-
long as you thought about it, you didn't think.
Okay, so I read the question wrong, and I thought it was how to get. You could get
How to
information
train your dragon
somehow,
too.
from somehow. So literally, my only thing that came to mind was a pigeon, and
Okay.
giving you the
Uh-huh.
message. But now that actually, now you guys said it, I have an idea of a room.
Without a roof.
So it's like, so somehow kidnapping. Of course, that would be the first thing that you would do. But what I would do is I would put paper in the room. Now, here's the thing: the paper's not, flat. It's upright, and it's constantly just moving, just rotating around the room above them.
What
And,
is
like,
the paper?
Yes, the paper. So
So
that's
it's like floating.
No. It's stuck on thing. So pretty much like they're sitting, they have the hands open, and you just have the paper going in between their fingers.
It's weird. Dude.
and then it's going to have a screen in front of them with just the question. Every time it goes around, a question appears about what I want the information to, and it just keeps on doing that.
Wow.
So basically,
kind of
paper
effective.
cut culture.
Well,
Paper
no,
cutting.
it is weird,
then-
isn't it?
okay.
Because like you have it's not paper cutting. He's saying you have the paper going around their fingers, but it's not actually cutting them. It's just really
No.
weird.
It's going in a circle motion between their fingers. So
Even worse.
and then every hour there's like a little jar, and it just drops a liquid of lemon juice and salt.
Oh, so it does.
dude.
It does paper.
So it is.
right.
Yeah, it's cutting through the fingers,
Yes.
through the soft parts.
But here's
Oh,
the thing. It doesn't
Crikey.
actually cut too far deep.
It
Because
just
if
does light paper
yeah.
cuts, right?
It just
okay.
lights paper cuts, but of course it just keeps on doing it, so it's going to constantly bleed. And of course, the salt and the thing is going to.
Yuck. No.
I mean, and then
Crikey,
Jeez.
you're evil.
I
thought Toby was evil.
Yeah, I thought I was even.
it could be worse. I could be saying that they start ripping out the fingernails, but I'm not.
Nope.
Or you
No,
could
no,
grow
no,
bamboo
no,
through
no.
them, you know.
None of that.
Go for the old fashioned.
Yeah, old-fashioned Vietnamese tortured.
No, it's Japanese that did
It's
that.
Vietnamese as well.
Well,
Vietnamese.
there you go.
All
They did
those
it as
old
well.
torture devices that you see. Oh dear.
Good
I
old-
still remember hearing stories of some dude that kidnapped a girl and did that to him. Messed up. Anyway, moving on.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Crikey, you're
Jeez.
get out there, Toby.
Yeah.
could you? Yeah.
All the dark
I mean-
place.
I mean, it could be worse.
Could be.
Uh huh. It could be. Yeah.
Could be slowly filling up the room with water.
Oh,
Well,
no,
No,
wow,
it
yeah,
could
that's
be like
pretty bad as well.
what Mythbusters tested a while back. The quick growing bamboo.
Yeah, that worked. Oh,
Yeah.
But here's the thing: you can't get the information out of them if they're dead.
That is true, but
True.
if they're living in lots of pain,
What about? How about we? Okay, wait a
Yeah.
moment, guys. I have a real good
Yeah.
idea.
granted the
How about
Japanese
we-
and such didn't do
instead
that
of-
really to get.
Instead of like having thought of one already, how about we design one as us four?
Oh, okay.
Like
yeah.
make a big one as us four. Like sort of chuck
interesting.
ideas
Crikey.
together. And
So
make
we've
what I
got.
do-
Why don't we just do amalgamation of all four of them? They're in a
Amalgamation.
room that's blaring my "Tell me what I want, what I really, really want," where the day and night thing's getting all longer, like Toby is. Where they're strapped to a chair with the paper running through it with the questions that we need to know the answers to, and the lemon juice and a guy screaming, "I know what your plants are."
No, not the plants.
Oh no! All I can imagine is some terrified person sitting in a room with a guy in front of them yelling, "I know what your plants are, every single one."
You know what would be really, really worse is that when the lights go off, you start sucking out the oxygen in the air, making the air.
Oh, you start
And
doing
so-
the room into
Oh,
a
no,
vacuum.
no, no, no.
Think
You
you're
start-
suffocating, but they've got no idea.
Oh no! Well, you start doing it weirdly. See, like so, when the lights go off, right? Make sure they can't see where the walls are, and then when the lights come back on, have it that the walls have been like pushed in a bit, so it's smaller.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah,
That
the
is
room's
evil.
just slightly smaller, and you've still got the guy getting yelling plants and just holding it.
Oh, that's a really good idea. The walls come in, but it's so slow that you don't notice it at first.
Oh, and what's worse
my
is when it's dark, you've got like all these sounds around you, and you know there's a guy in the room yelling plants at you, and there's also Andrew's Bad Remix, and there's possibly a man with a stick, the same plant
Just
guy, just
poking
poking him every now and then with a
How about
stick.
you just have like a teacher in the room, just with a white, with a
Doing
one
like
more, just
full
rubbing your
maths
fingers
lessons.
along.
a blackboard.
Blackboard.
Today we're oh no. Nah, it should be like and then when the lights come on after that, so like when they're off they're scraping it, and when the lights come on they're teaching like a full level 3 maths class.
They're teaching
So today
statistics.
we're going
It's
to
just
learn
English with no...
But every time you get a question wrong, hot wax drips on you.
Oh no! On the paper.
It's just a bit kinky, Toby. You and your hot wax, mate.
No, it's not less kink, more because it hurts and burns.
Crikey.
Oh no! No! Every time you get a question wrong, they add some cinnamon to the lemon salt mix. That then gets dropped on you as well. It's like, oh no! Oh, it's brilliant. So you've got a man yelling plants while there's music playing, and the lights go off, on and off, and and the room's getting smaller slowly, but at first they don't notice it. And then
it's only getting that
they also have to watch the Trump election on repeat because they're hopefully, but that's based on the fact they're Democratic. So they have to rewatch that over and over again and have to rewatch the pain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant! I don't know. I think it's pretty good. Pretty good.
I feel like
pretty gravy.
I felt like this episode just turned into something really sadistic, and thought,
unfortunately, the four of us are probably
very twisted.
Yeah. Well, we're the most likely to come up with ideas
in
like
the
this.
channel.
Yeah, I mean,
we are the broken.
The broken four.
Oh, here's something we could discuss. What would Daniel do?
Oh my
what would
gosh.
Daniel do?
Yeah, what would Daniel do? Daniel with his high morals, what would he do?
I feel like Dan
He'd probably
would
sit
be
them down
like.
with a formal discussion.
I feel
going,
like
"Come on,
Daniel
mate,
would be
need
the
this
one
information."
who was being tortured.
Wow.
I don't know, because
I feel like
he
Daniel
would do a
be
thing
like,
where he would do a thing where he would be in the room with them, right? And he would be being tortured as well, but it's not real. And it would be to trick them by showing them what would be done to them, you know? Like, but it's all fake. Like, yeah, it's psychological and they have to watch it, but it's not really happening, you know? I feel like he'd be the one to fully trick them into doing it.
Giving the information out.
Yeah. What would you think Dan would do, Toby?
Well, I was just going with him with his high morals. He'd probably go just down the usual interrogation room, like, "Come on, matey, I need this information. I know you've got a son at home. We don't want to abandon him and let him get accidentally hit by a car, do we?"
Yeah, he'd probably do that. Yeah. Adam,
I don't know.
What would Daniel do? What would he do?
I feel like he would be something more sneaky and something that he would slowly give them like verbal messages about giving the information he needs to this person to be trusted, sort of thing.
Yeah, or they'd throw him in a prison cell with Dan, and they would slowly develop like a,
Daniel would be the guy who
would
knows
just
how
be
to get
like
things.
Yeah.
Daniel would be the guy who knows how to get things.
Ooh.
I know a guy who knows how to get
New
things.
route. Imagine
Then
being placed
title
in a
would go.
dark room. You can't see anything. You can't feel or see anything. But randomly, you get blinded with a huge light at the front, which completely blinds you. And randomly, there are screaming noises played as well, but it's from different directions around you.
Oh god, that would be awful.
But it starts it starts far away, and they slowly get closer.
Yeah. Or you have to play chess,
Yes.
but you always lose because you have to play it against a 9-year-old, and every time the 9-year-old just flips the chess table. Towards the end, when you're about to win, it's like, nah, can't win if there's no pieces. And then slowly it would drive you more insane that this 9-year-old kept ruining your winning streaks.
Yes, but you can only play chess by actually saying, knight A9. You can't touch the board, but he can.
Yeah.
And then he can take back his moves, and you can't do a crap about it. And you can only call
He
knight
can just,
A9.
and he can force the king, and he can
make.
make the king jump and just wipe you if he's really feeling.
Tactical move!
Call of Duty chess. Oh no, that's brilliant. Oh, what would be
I think that needs to be the thumbnail, just to get a 9-year-old playing chess or just throwing chess all across the room.
Oh yeah, tactical nuke. Just yelling tactical nuke, and then it like blows up. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yes.
It would be possible to win that though. You just have to trick the 9-year-old into thinking that he's winning, and then in one turn win.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be the way to do it.
Yeah. Is Andrew still here? I don't think he is.
He probably is.
I'm here.
Oh, he's
Crikey.
here. Hi, welcome.
Technical issues, boys.
What would you think that Dan would do?
See, I reckon he'd be the kind of guy that would be sitting there and he'd be like, Martha! And the guy would be like, why did you say that name? Because my mother's name is Martha. Wait, my mom's name Martha too! And
We're
best
friends now. Let's go and defeat the bad
people. Yeah.
Look, we're not here to
people.
judge you, man.
We're only
not
the
here to
biggest.
judge
We're
you.
only the biggest fan surfers ever.
Yeah.
Did you say
Oh,
service
dear.
or service? Because last I
Service.
recall, I'm not fan service. So I hope
Service.
Toby,
well,
you're
Am I being pimped out on some website, am I?
Yeah, it's called YouTube.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're on YouTube.
Damn straight.
Everyone's staring me down with their eyes. With their ears.
That's the point.
Yeah.
That's the point.
That's weird.
Yes.
Dingoes.
Yeah. Freaking yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly the way we do it, you know? Exactly. Because that's the way. I like it.
Because I'm happy.
Brilliant.
Room without a roof.
A room without a wall.
Room without a
That can be a parody.
A room without
a wall.
windows.
Yeah, but we... Oh,
Windows! Windows!
crikey. Who invited
that's-
this joker?
Yeah, who invited him?
I
Yeah,
mean-
right, yeah.
Oi.
Oi, guys. Surprise
What?
appearance here from Daniel.
Surprise appearance.
Oh,
Surprise appearance by Daniel here.
Is he logging in, is he?
is
To
he,
join us?
Is he?
Is he?
actually
Oh, he's in the studio.
Yes,
Hey, Dan.
Oh,
g'day,
hi,
mate.
Dan.
Oh, hi.
Nice to see
Hello.
you through the door.
Oh, he's
Sorry,
here.
I've just returned from my conference call with Lindsay Lohan and Kim Kardashian.
Oh,
Hi,
yeah.
Lindsay
what a...
Lohan.
Jeez, dude, how did producer Jeremy get that?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, he's
Some-
got connections in high places.
It's
that kid.
unfortunate that that's never going to be uploaded to our channel. It's such a shame.
Yeah.
What isn't?
You can read it
Your
in
interview.
Never
What?
Ever Gonna
Did you
Exist
record your
magazine.
interview?
Huh?
You
You
didn't
guys-
record. You didn't,
No.
No.
The
No,
budget,
see,
budget
no,
didn't allow
Andrew,
for it.
Well,
Yeah, the budget-
he wrote it down. You can read it
Oh.
in Never Ever Going to
okay.
Exist
So he
magazine.
wrote it down.
the budget only covered for the flights there. You guys didn't give me any video
Ah.
cameras.
Oh, so you
Crikey.
also didn't have the interview because it only covered the flights, not the venue
Oh.
or anything.
That's
No, we-
disappointing.
we met at a park.
It just sat on like a park
Are you
bench,
sure it was
you know?
Lindsay
Yeah.
Lohan then?
I mean, she was blonde.
Oh,
I think.
That's about it, wasn't it?
I don't know. I was blindfolded.
oh.
Fair,
Oh.
fair
Yeah.
enough.
Were you put in a room
Without
with
wonder
a
you enjoyed
man
it so much,
screaming
Daniel.
plants at you and Andrew singing a bad version of the Spice Girls song?
Wait,
While
how
a
did you
man
know that?
occasionally poked you with a stick?
until it scratched.
Andrew,
over.
I thought we
further and further.
wanted to test this on someone else, not
Well,
not
I
Daniel.
figured it's easier to use who you know.
Oh,
But seeing we got him
producer
here,
Jeremy organised this
uh,
interview,
we should
and it just wound
get
up
him-
being
get him
your
to-
torture house
to-
exhibit.
We should get him set up in his own mic. We'll just bring in a chair, get him to sit down on his own mic, and then we'll get him to answer this question.
Well, he could answer this question, yeah, if he sets
He
up
could.
on his own mic.
Yeah, if it we'll get another mic out, sit him down, pull up a chair at the table down.
Get another. Yeah, all right. Come on, come
Pull-
over to
pull up
my
a chair.
house, pull mic out, and then.
No.
yeah,
What do you mean at your house? We're in the studio now.
We're in the
yes,
studio. Just pull up your own mic.
Just pull up a
and
chair.
Adam can be a part
We've
of
got
this.
a mic here. We just need to patch it in.
Yeah.
I will do. I'm keeping Adam's seat warm. I'm just
Right.
making. How do I delete? How do I delete all his units? Oh, he's back. Okay, hold on. I'm back.
You want to fight?
Yeah. Oh, welcome back, Adam. Yeah.
Yeah,
Back
I
to
was,
the old executive meeting.
Executive toilet meeting
With
Fair
Lindsay
enough.
Lohan.
with Lindsay
Lindsay
Lohan.
Lohan.
Oh, I thought so. So it's you who Jeremy sent to. Yeah, right.
Right.
Fair
okay.
enough. That makes sense now.
Yes, it
Yeah.
did.
Yeah,
It did.
Right, so
There
producer
you go.
Jeremy sent you to have the interview, and Dan was just sent somewhere else to a torture.
He was
house.
just, in the spear. Crikey.
Yeah,
Mm.
Did you record it, though? That's the real question.
Record
Did
what?
you?
The interview.
Oh, Crikey.
I just said hi, and
Oh,
then
what? You
then I
didn't even
panicked.
record it?
I panicked. I'm sorry.
Not fair. Not okay. You know
I mean,
how much producer Jeremy pays millions of dollars to have these interviews happen.
Don't you mean?
And no
don't you
one
mean
even
millions of-
No, just
No, he
millions.
gives us
Just
millions of
millions
units.
dollars.
Millions of units.
Wow.
No,
units.
99 units to a million troops.
Wow.
Most
Exactly.
cringy E3 thing in the world, aside from Trials is a game about falling over and getting back up again.
Oh,
Greatest quote.
that was so cringy.
Yeah, it was painful.
But well played, though. Well
Mm.
done.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, fall over into the stand, and that was clearly
Break it.
placed right there for you. Or
Yeah,
what's
exactly.
what's the other E3 cringe?
Hello there.
This is based off of that's good as well. This is based off of actual Chinese battles, and then there's this giant enemy crab.
Oh, the enemy crab.
Wow,
Yeah,
a
boy.
real battle, giant enemy crab.
Hey.
Because everyone needs a good old enemy crab, That
Yeah, I mean,
crab.
if you don't have
Crikey.
have a crab,
Yeah,
you've
it's
got
not worth it
crabs.
if you don't have a crab,
Hmm.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Hmm.
True.
Anyway, I feel like it might be time to call it on this one.
I think
Oh,
it
yes.
might be time, lads.
Yeah.
Shall we discuss who shall be leading?
Oh
What?
no, because it's
Who- roll
Dan's
the dice.
question. It's Dan's
Roll the
question
dice.
next.
Oh, I don't need to roll those.
No,
we
because
already know.
we've already got another
already got-
question for next week.
already
It's
Oh,
got-
there
Dan.
you go. Problem
That-
solved.
Yeah. We're all good. Cool. Well, what's
so-
the
Rightio.
quote? What's the quote?
Quote for the day.
Uh,
Let's see.
99.
What have we got going today?
99 units to a million units.
Wow.
I thought the greatest quote would just be, "Wow."
Wow.
That'd
Wow.
be it.
Owen Wilson.
Just
Wow.
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 I don't even
Right,
know if
lads.
you need to say.
Right,
Anyway,
See you all next time.
farewell.
Das Vidania.
And
Bye.
shut up.